you saw that I went to Davies and picked up a few new items and tested those out for you, which was really fun. But one thing I didn't mention was that I was going to purchase the pod, like actual Glam Glow mask. I personally have never used Glam Glow. I just know it's like a newer trend, I guess it's okay to say. So I've seen a lot of other people use it, a lot of other YouTubers and influencers on Instagram and whatnot. And I wanted to try it out, but while I was there, like reading about the different masks and trying to figure out which one is best for me, 2 other customers walked up, and one girl was just shopping who was, I guess, super knowledgeable about products in general, and she was more so helping out a friend pick out new products. And the lady who wasn't really purchasing much stuff was saying how she used the typical like purple tub Glam Glow mask, which was like I think it goes on silver. That's the one that I've seen the most of. And she said she used it and she has super sensitive skin and it broke her out for like 3 days. And so I was like, I don't like that. I don't like those odds because I have super sensitive skin. And I was like, no. And so she was saying that Davies, if they have prepackaged samples, they will give them to you if you ask. And so the only ones that they had were, it was the like tub of white Glam Glow mask. This one is the Super Mud. So it's a clearing treatment mask. It's supposed to help with problem skin imperfections, pore refining, which, hello, I have so many like ginormous ones. I don't like facials at all. Like I get super like claustrophobic feeling, especially if they like tuck you in those like blankets and then they have steam that goes everywhere. Oh, I don't like it. So I don't really get facials. I think I've had like maybe 2 or 3 in my life. It was awful. So pore refining, I'm all about mattifying and clarifying. So I got 2 of them. They gave me like 2 little packets. So we'll see how it goes, and if it doesn't break me out, fingers crossed it doesn't, because I do have to go to work in a few hours. So that'd be nice, because I got this like planet on my face, so it'd be nice to not have like the planet plus a few little stars over here and then a rash on top of everything. So let's get started. So it just says on the package to apply it, let it sit from anywhere to 5 to 20 minutes. I'm assuming until it all kind of looks like this, and like where my nose is, because it's dry there, and like when I touch it, nothing really comes off. So I'm assuming once it all looks like this, I guess you just rinse it off. It doesn't, yeah, it's not a peel. So now we wait. Right. So it's obviously been about 20 minutes. It is dry other than like a few little spots. And I just want this because I've had it on too thick. So, but one thing that's really cool is like, again, look at all of the, and this is like my biggest problem area. It's like right in here with all of my pores. It's like where I see them the most. So I'm really hoping this means that there's gonna be no more pores. And it's up here too. Girl. yeah, get rid of these pores. I want to let this help mold. But anyways, it's dry, so I got my warm rag right here, and I'm just gonna rub it off now. I feel like I'm gonna move the off my face done. One thing I don't like when it comes to reviewing masks is I feel like it doesn't, like the initial, like right now my skin doesn't feel great. Ooh, my nose feels really soft though, and I think I said that again in another previous video. Is that when I like get out of the shower, I like use this little tool and scrape the fuck out of my nose. So it does feel like my nose is like cleaner, less clogged. Let's take a closer look. It's been a couple of days since I've like done a really good job, so I would say that it kind of like this mask kind of cleaned out my pores. As far as my pores looking smaller, I can't say that yet, just because I feel like for me, like I don't really notice my pores like with a bare face. I always notice it more like when I put makeup on, you know, like, and I use my primer, I use like what you're supposed to use, and I don't, like, that's what I notice like my pores the most. So like right now they don't look any smaller. Maybe right here on my cheeks do a little bit, because I do, like, I've noticed those a lot, and that's like been one problem area where I've been like, okay, like I'll suck it up and get a facial because my cheeks were getting so big. So I will say that like maybe my cheeks look a little smaller, like the pores. But as far as like my nose, which is like another huge problem area for me, it doesn't right now. But once I get makeup on, that'll probably change. The mask itself, it was actually super tingly, which I like. So to me, that like I refer tingling and mint together. So I would say that it seemed like it had somewhat of a mint-ish fragrance. I don't know. It did, however, I'm assuming have anise. I'm gonna look in the ingredients here. Yeah, definitely. So right here it says licorice root, and it's in the top half of the ingredients list, and that is one fragrance that I've smelled. Like, I personally don't like licorice or anise, whatever, like root. Like, I can't stand that smell. This one wasn't too bad because there are other fragrances in there and like other floral and minty type smells. So this one wasn't terrible, but like I could definitely smell the licorice, and it was like black licorice. It's just not my thing. It was kind of gritty, so that's nice because that means it's exfoliating as well. But overall, I like it. Like, I don't know if I would, I guess I would purchase it because I do like these type of masks where they like sit on your skin and dry. Like, but I'm gonna put on my moisturizer, and I'm actually gonna get ready for work now. We'll see how the makeup holds up. I do feel really clean. Like, I do feel like I cleaned my face before putting on the mask, and like I just didn't say or show that because we all know how to wash your face. And I feel like most everybody has their own like skincare routine. You don't need to know mine, so whatever. But I do really enjoy this so far. The real test will be when I get this makeup on and see if it works more. But I do feel like it almost feels like it firmed my skin. My skin kind of feels a little taut right now, so I do not like that. Hope you enjoyed this video. I approve this product. I will probably purchase, I don't know if I'll purchase the actual like tub of this, or maybe like just go for the purple silver one, because that one is supposed to be like a peel, and I like those two a lot too. But anyways, until next time guys, mwah.